There it is! Isn't that pretty? Boosted versus X5 Eclipse. Getting in here, X-Mate and... First Mate. A little bit harsh. First Mate and X5 Scream going to be doing the banning for each of their teams here. Two of the teams in the EPS qualifier are going to be going up against each other. This is a good opportunity for both of the teams to train up against each other. And of course, we've got a match after this. We will be going on to VGR.Giga, maybe versus Chiefs. They've got a while to get a couple of... these summoners are covered. That is what's up, Nicomancer. So don't worry about that, man. We have these summoners all covered. Amumu and Misfortune going to be banned out first, so we're not going to see Curse of the Sad Bullet Time happening anywhere time soon. That is a very, very powerful combo. I really, really love it. You wanted to revive again. Not going to happen, Neko. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you try to troll me with your summoners. I only talk about summoners now after the match has started, because now I'm a good caster. No, I'm not. It's so close though. Elise. Oh no, the banned champions are doing their little bug where they like to ban all in the same area. But it is going to be Elise and Rumble going out, of course, one from either of the enemy teams. Elise a very, very dominant top and mid laner. Rumble just the same. A lot of AP burst damage coming out from them. Maybe we'll see a Shen pick, but I would imagine Shen being banned because Jack Attack is in that last position. You never know though. Twisted Fate going into... going to be the next ban. Twisted Fate is an interesting one. He's got really, really good burst and a good amount of ranged harass as well. Plus he's got that global ultimate. He has the God. I haven't cast it in so long. I can't remember any of the ultimates. Destiny. Hey, I got it. See, my brain is just working about 5 seconds behind me. I'm just a little bit too quick. But yeah, it is apparently what's going to happen. Twisted Fate going to get banned out there. What is the last ban? I would imagine it is a Shen, but who knows? Let me just see this for you. I can see it on the champ page. Elise, Misfortune. Katarina. Surprisingly going to be the last ban. Katarina. Of course, she is a very, very good assassin. And she puts off a lot of damage. She does sometimes fall behind in the late game. But now that you get a Warmogs or a Sunfire on her very regularly, she's difficult to kill no matter what. So she can be played really well. I would have imagined Zed or Shen would be a little bit more targeted though. And we have those picks coming out, and what do we see here? We do have a Blitzcrank over on X5, so they're going to be locking in that Blitzcrank for their support. Maybe it's going to be AP mid Blitzcrank now. They're going to be going in the set on the support with that. First Mate as Sona. Double support pickup from either of the team. Quantic, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna put off a Slater. I'm kidding, Slater. I love you. I know you don't just do Shaco. You just solo queue Shaco. I don't team play Shaco. Go ahead and talk about that. Is he actually gonna lock in? Still a very powerful jungler. He is gonna lock in. That is gonna be a really, really early jungle. He jungled so quickly early in the game. It'll be interesting to see if he picks up a Doran's ring first and goes straight for boxes. Because you can do that, but then you don't have any pots. We're doing something weird. I would imagine Hunter's Machete though. That's just go-to item. You don't see too many junglers out there, Season 3, that don't go Jungler's Machete. Hunter's Machete. Jungler's Machete, my ass. Slater thinking of picking up the Jarvan. Jarvan is quite consistent, but Sin has been doing really, really well recently in the competitive scene. Very consistent jungler, maxes Audacious Charge, really gets into the battle in the 3-challenge strike. Very, very useful. And Serene actually picking up that Jarvan that Slater was going to leave behind in that top lane. Is that really what's going to happen? Again, team boosted over on the blue side and Exile 5 Eclipse over on the red side. Technically 3, of the EPS qualifying teams. And the Straggler goes straight up, locking in that Draven. That is a very, very strong combo at bot, but it is quite reliant on landing those rocket grabs and putting off a lot of early game damage. Scaling in the late game, I mean, there's not much sustain in terms of that lane, but I would imagine the Straggler on Draven would go straight for that, straight for the, what's it called? Vampiric Scepter, there's the one. Gonna get a lot of AD, maybe setting up with that long sword. 2 health pods. King Zerkt does... Oh, sorry, they did lock in as that before. We will see a mid going to be a Swain. Very, very tanky, of course, in Season 3. That is the meta. And hey, Swain, that is something that he does. Serene Moonlight is locked in as jump, and we are seeing that Kale going to be shredding hell in the mid lane. And seriously, we're going to go ADC-less. Boosted thinking of going ADC-less unless Neko is trolling me, which he probably is, to be perfectly honest. We'll tell in 17 seconds. I dare you to lock in as Pant. I dare you. Keep it like that. You're gonna go for that Bruiser combo, which is very effective. Oh! He locks in as the Pant. They are ADC-less. Maybe King Zerkt is going to go ADC. We're going to see Pantheon over in the mid lane. And Jack Attack, not even caring about the Shen, not even caring about the split pushing or anything. And he's actually swapping out for the Shaco. This is going to be kind of confusing for me. This is going to be very, very interesting. Have they really actually locked in as these champs? Have they really done this? I'm kind of... Both of these teams completely trolling me right now. We are seeing that Shaco in well, it's not a competitive match. These are just friendly scrims anyway, but 2 of the EPS teams. Good training sessions for the EPS coming up in a couple of months. And it does look like it Quantic sitting on that jungle Shen. Sorry, jungle Singed. They both start with S. Don't prosecute me. Jungle Singed anyway. And yeah, they're going to swap that out again because they just wanted to screw with me. They were waiting for me to say it. They were waiting for me to accept it. Oh god, how I just don't love you guys. With all my heart. Every last piece of it. Oh, that was fun. Okay. I'm having fun. Not. Maybe they're going to do something really weird. They're going to go for all of these lane swaps. I can imagine that Booster just want to go all 5 mid and screw with me because they want to get that first turret down and then separate into different lanes. Then go through the jungle and steal blue and red because there are no mid turrets protecting it. No, I wouldn't see that going on. But yeah, it is going to be an ADC-less boosted. And a Draven sitting over on the purple team, over on Team Eclipse. That's my name. I'm done for you guys. If you don't like it, you can go home. I'm not going to call you Luna Flare. What the hell? I'm not even going to try, seriously. Solar Luna. You guys can just be Leona and Diana. Why would you even try? But yeah, coming into the team fights and sort of just talking about some of the lane comps. Down at bot, I'm thinking we've got King Zerkt and First Mate. To be perfectly honest, a knock-up combo going on there. A lot of shred from an ADC Kale could be happening. And great protection from the Divine Intervention on Kale as well. Not Divine Intervention. It's not Divine. It's just Intervention, isn't it? Let me just double check that for you. I'm pretty sure it's not Divine. It's just Intervention. It is! Screw that Divine. But yeah, going to be that intervention coming down there. Could easily protect him out against a lot of aggressive moves coming out from Blitzcrank and Draven. After level 6. But of course they have such a dominant lane. A lot of power coming out from them. And quite a lot of range as well if they don't be very, very careful. Oh, yeah. I was saying that before, Panther mid. And it is going to be Kale in the bot lane with Jarvan. Maybe they're going to go top and try and quick take a turret. I don't know. Honestly, they're just going nuts here. But of course, you do have Slater as the jungle Zin. It's going to be a very, very quick jungle. I can imagine he's going to go for an early gank because they have such tankiness and such burst early in the game. They scale ridiculously well in this kind of meta. But again, I don't know how King Zerkt is going to build that Kale ADC. He could go straight normal ADC. He could go shred with a little bit of ability power. Who knows? That does very, very well. 40 seconds going into the game with that delay. Just a little bit of wait time. The straggler on Drow. Yes, right. That mid lane is going to be kind of fun seeing Swain. He will probably get highly dominated earlier in the game considering the burst coming out from Pant. And he's a little bit tanky in that early game. Can get a little bit tanky. Probably going to get Brutalizer coming out first. Very quick. But I think the sustain from Swain can really help him in that mid to late game. So if he gets a lot of never moves off in the early game, that really could be it. It could be enough damage to push out Panth in the lane, and of course when Panth does jump, he commits a lot. So when he does jump on Swain, we might see a lot of burst meat taken out here. We are going into the loading screen now, guys. So just going to put you up on that screen so you don't have to see my completely ugly desktop because I have so many icons there. And everybody rages at my icon love. Everybody rages. Just a little bit. Overall in those team fights, I feel like Boosted is scaling very, very well. And the early game right now, a lot of the ganking opportunities are going to X5 Eclipse. And this is purely because they've got that Shaco. Such a quick jungler. And the Singed, of course, has his flipped out. Draven can stand aside. And Blitzcrank can grab. Swain can never move. They've got quite a lot of CC coming down for Exile 5 here. It's a very, very versatile team comp. But it is that kind of team comp that if you display someone incorrectly, if Singed gets a flip off at the wrong moment, if Blitzcrank grabs the wrong tanky person, and if Draven's stand aside actually removes enemies from stuff like Swain's never move, that can really screw up a team fight. So they have to be very, very careful with what is going on with these two teams, with their competition a little bit on Exile. But I believe they can pull it off. They just need a little bit of a coordination. Of course, Etherwing Kale, epic skin all the way. Hey, Sona's got a skin as well. It's going to be Sona and Swain disappointing the teams. Oh, yeah. Sona's so sexy you didn't notice. That is the new Sona splash art. Pretty hot. Pretty hot. Oh, wait, I was looking at Sin. Kidding! Kidding. Etherwing Kale. That is a great skin too. She sort of looks like an angel from Diablo 3. That is what she reminds me of. Just a little bit. Just, I don't know, Techno Angel. Techno Angel all the way. Here we go. We are now getting into game. Hey, I can put on the new in-game UI. My in-game UI is still in the works, guys. But that is what you get. Just a little bit of stuff here. Let me just reposition all of the stuff for you, all of the things. Get up that chat. What the pause is going down? Oh, DDoS happening. Nah, it's not. It's just the NZ servers. Oh, good luck and have fun from Nick. Little bunny there. All the happy face. Jarvan is indeed in the bot lane, I believe. Gale is going to be mid. Draven ADC. Jungle support top. Okay. That is my prediction for where these lanes are going to go. But you never really know, do you? You never really do. Not with the combination like this. These guys can be pulling off something really Korean. As soon as it is Korean Shaco. Who knows? It's not Korean Shaco. I forgot what the skin name is. But it's got something to do with Korea. Oh, I just don't know anything, do I? No. But yeah, apparently the Korean team's pulling off a lot of really crazy moves coming into the season. A lot of tanky meta coming out as well. And, oh, Rebecca thinking Nick is going to go butt. I don't know, I'm pretty sure he's going to go mid. But hey, again, these guys could do so much with their combo. Hell, they could have Zingo in the mid lane, smite a lot of the minions, and go banner, so he can promote the minions as well. Just go aggressive lane, and have Jarvan jump into the jungle. Screw it. Why not? Why not? No, in terms of teamfight, again, a lot of CC coming out from Eclipse. But there is a decent amount of knock-up and stunning coming out, and survivability coming out from Boosted, and I feel like they scale a little bit better in terms of tankiness. The initiation could go to Exile because of that blitz, and if they get off a never move, that is a perfect time to initiate. But not too much global damage. They do have quite single target. Whereas it's sort of a mix of single target and splash damage coming out from Boosted. You see where these lanes are transitioning. We are seeing a red start coming out from Boosted and Exile 5 Eclipse going to be going straight for that blue buff. Context starting over in those wolves there. And what have I done? What have I done here? Sona going at the bot. Maybe it won't be Sona or bot, who knows. But yeah, we do have double Flask at the top lanes. Flask in the mid as well. Oh no, it is going to be Kale in the mid. I did get that wrong. I felt like they were going to try and shred Kale with ADC. Have Kale shred with ADC potential. Look at that blue mist. Epic Riot's Singed. Whenever I see Riot's Singed, I imagine that little picture of the police officer spraying everyone. And that's the poison. That is where I see the Singed coming in. Is Scream going to be able to get off a grab early in the game? Moonlight is pretty available. Going to be backing out behind those minions. Was Rocket Grab even the first pick up? It was. He did manage to pick up the Rocket Grab. And we are seeing boots out from Kale early game, so looking at that burst. feeling pretty confident. A lot of the damage that is pulled up on Zane. There's a good grab out from Blex, grabbing Moonlight. And look at that burst from the Strangler. This may be first blood. The Ignite goes down. I don't think it's going to be enough. She does put down a pot, and she may be able to heal herself just in time. She does. That was very close. But would you look at what Draven, his Spinning Blades are just absolutely devastating early in the game, especially to a support like Sona, who has no health. We are seeing a gank going up top. Jack Attack may be the first to go down here. He is trying to put off a lot of poison onto Slater, and I believe he did throw down his Ignite as well. And that is also going to be another kill down at bot. I don't know if that was an Ignite. I don't believe... Oh, yes, it was just barely an Ignite. It's going to be a 1-for-1 for either of the teams. There was an Ignite down on first mate, but Jack Attack was not able to get off enough poison damage to take him down as well. And yeah. Simcoe, hey, where are you from? Yeah, we're all from Oz Inset. That's right, Simcoe. I don't know if we've got any US going down here. We are seeing a gank into the jungle. That is the issue with having a Quantic on that Shaco. He can just deceive over the ledge. He's playing with you. He's going to see if he can get off that damage. Look at the power that comes out of his boxes. He started off with that Hunter's Machete, but he doesn't even care. He's going to try and go for this blue. Getting double blue for his team. Blue for himself and blue for his mid. Very good start out from X5 Eclipse. A lot of heavy early laning power from that Shaco. We'll see how he does scale into that late game though. See if he builds AD and looks for those crits. If he builds a little bit AP oriented. Could look at his runes to see if he has got a little bit of AP. He does not. So I would think he's building AD burst to jump in there and deal a lot of damage. We do have Slater getting on to his razors pretty quick. And there's a knockout from Scream, but he is in the middle of the enemy. Nigga the Cat is in that bot lane, and he is putting off a lot of burst, especially with his spears, but taking so much damage from the Straggler. Good amount of range there. I feel like the range poke coming out from Sono does not warrant whatever poke can come out from the Straggler. And that's where you're going to be seeing the trades go off. And hello, Perkle, what's up? How's it going? Thank you for joining up on the stream. But yeah, whenever the Sony gets close, of course, she is ranged. A little bit coming out from Nico with that spear. That spear shot does deal a decent amount of damage. 130 coming out straight off the bat. Good lane pushing from Singed up at the top lane. That's what a Singed does. We'll be looking to see if he split pushes at all. No teleports coming out from anyone. He did go. We do see that ghost coming out from Jack Attack on the Singed. Of course, a very useful tool on Singed when he's trying to escape. And do not chase the Singed. The poison comes just a little bit down. That does happen. And there it is. It is going to be that Advanced Sip to start out from the Straggler. He did pick up a Doran's when going back and for a bit of sustain, but he does get that initial kill against Sona. Against Pantheon, come to think of it, because Sona didn't go down. She did heal up past the Ignite that he put down. Except he didn't actually put down an Ignite. What am I talking about? That's where it does go. Singed already picking up a crystal. Doesn't finish off the Tear of the Goddess, though. Looking for a bit more sustain. Getting that cloth armor. Stand aside coming up from the Straggler. He's starting to get a little bit more pokey. He knows Neko is going to scale very well. He might be able to dive on him here, as we do see the slow. Oh, Kale is not going to be able to get into the lane quick enough to put off a slow, but there is the aggression coming out from Jack Attack up at top. First mate scaling just a little bit. He's trying to get a little bit of help with that Doran's Blade. And Dragon Strike just went all over the place. That was nuts. But yeah, there is going to be sort of an equal trade going on at that top lane. AP slow damage built on first mate. He's going to try and get a little bit pokey against the Singed. There goes a perfect rocket grab onto Moonlight from Scream, and the Straggler is putting off a lot of bouncing blades. But the Ignite is down. They did not secure that kill at all. They had Quantic there available. I don't know if he put down the Shiv at all. Is the Shiv on cooldown? No, he just put down a box, but it may have come up cooldown since then. But missing out on that kill against Sona. Of course, Sona very, very squishy at this point in the game. Very early game. And there's the knockup coming out from first mate. Rao does get flipped out of his own Cataclysm, but puts it down with that epic skin. In comes Slater with an audacious charge. See if he is maxing that afterwards, but he is caught out by King Zerk as well. There it goes down. Let me just check that out. Audacious charge is being maxed out first, dealing tons of damage, clearing out those lanes. Sorry, clearing out that jungle. and Quantic stealing out the red buff. So no matter how much pressure any of these lanes are getting, got a lot of good counter jungling coming out from Quantic. So much counter jungling, in fact, that he did pick up one of the first kills of the game. Heavy pressure early in the game. You don't often see this from competitive teams too quickly. King Zerk trying to get very, very up in his face for Muzaz. Muzaz is in the middle of minions. No mana on Zerk to get out the intervention, but Muzaz is not able to do enough damage. The audacious charge is going to land. That's the never move, protecting him against Slater when Quantic comes in there trying to get a couple of crits off. He does have red buff, but is that enough to kill out Slater? They did get the fear off. They're not going to continue on with it though. Very close from both of the teams. And yeah, what's up, wait for it? Some names to talk about. And welcome again, Simcore, to the stream, Angie Pangie as well. How is it going, guys? Kadoken. And yeah, it wasn't ADC Kale, surprisingly. He did go in that mid lane. Are they building her ADC though? They're probably going to rely on her for that range damage. They don't have too much else from that. They have a little bit of poke, but not in terms of range damage, especially not in terms of AD carry. They're relying a lot when they get into fights. They're relying a lot on burst, and that may be where they do fall off, because they will be up against the Straggler, which of course he's getting those early kills that he needs. He's farming quite well in that bot lane comparative to who he's up against. And of course Draven just does tons of damage. We are seeing an engage down a bot. Come to think of it, Moonlight trying to flash out of there, but the Straggler going on him as well. We have got the ward there, so they will be able to hit him a couple more times. And there's the ult coming out from X5 Scream, and Nico the Cat will be down. That ward jumping. Sorry, that junk. Will it go down? Will he actually go down? I don't think so. Scream is not going to be going down to King Zerk anytime soon. And they're trying to look for a 1v1. There's the intervention, but Straggler is here. Is he going to throw out the stand aside? He does. Manages to get the knockback. And there it is, in for Kale. And no longer has that intervention available. It is a very quick cooldown, come to think of it. So it's not too much of a loss. But yeah, that did just happen. And what I was talking about here is I think Neko had a little bit of trouble with the bush juking going on. Didn't quite get the sight that she needed. Or he, or it. Neko, I can't tell. You're a mystery to me. Slater getting jumped out on the mid. We are seeing a flash into an audacious charge, picking up the kill. He knew he was doomed from the start, so he goes for that wicked little play there. He's going to try and fight Quantic. No one is around to help him though. Down he goes. Does get a decent amount of damage off on Quantic before that though, and that is a play, people. That is a flash audacious charge right on Mozai's face. Picking him up that kill. Really cool stuff, and it's going to be straight into a bloodthirster for Draven. Not going out with an early Avarice or anything like that. Get a bit more crit out. And X5 Scream obviously hates the minions. Knocking them up and rocket grabbing their face. Double, yes, it is going to be double longsword sitting on Neko the Cat. He's going to be picking up that brutalizer as soon as he can. Didn't quite happen for Jarvan. Jarvan will be tanking up. He will be the main tank of his team. Of course, Dragon Strike into that Dimension Standard. I'm sorry, other way around. Oh, Bless Grab just barely missed. But Dimension Standard. Oh, the Straggler is going to get dove on by Neko the Cat with that Aegis. But Neko the Cat going to be bursted down before he can do anything. This will be a kill for Moonlight. Oh no, the Lifesteal is picking up the Straggler. He manages to survive. Are the minions going to take him down? No! Oh my god, how did he survive that? That is insane. Oh my god, sort of sitting there like, I'm just support, I can't do nothing. Oh no. Oh no. And yeah, I did just go into Mexican. I can't do nothing, man. Going into the Mexican accent, I don't know why, but yeah, the tier is built on Singe now. He will be starting to tank up really well for his lane without even needing a giant spell. Just bam, hit Q, free health. Thanks, Blizz. How you play Singed in Season 3. King Zerx thinking his intervention will save him from all odds, but no. Guess what? There is a double up from the Shaco. And there he is. And there's a dragon also out for Exile 5. They did have the lane control. They're going to take advantage of that. But yeah, that hallucinate. I saw that command, that came out weirdly. But that hallucinate coming out from Quantic really secured that kill there. I didn't feel like Kale should afford that one, but I don't think he could have really gone anywhere either. Too much solo queue from Hibusca, you thinking? You thinking? Oh, right, this is Hibusca, guys. Go check out Hibusca's channel over in the chat. I joined him for a scrim the other day, and I started lagging out heaps because I was uploading a couple of files to the ESL. And would you look at that? There was yeah, well, I just died a lot. As Rise, in fact. It wasn't a fun game. It really wasn't. At the end of that, I was playing fine at the beginning, and then lag spike. Why me? Even with the lag spike, I'm sure Hibisco would have taken me down anyway. It can be a lack of communication, definitely right, Rebecca Yao. I don't even know how to say that. Oh yeah, there's going to be Mosai's in the jungle, going to be caught up by Slater and King, but is it going to be enough? With Quantic coming in here, putting out, oh, there's the intervention. Oh, and the flash going out from Mosai's, but no, it wasn't enough. We'll be able to pick up the kill on King though. But he managed to get out that, he managed to get out the Reckoning, which does deal a significant amount of, just enough damage to take out Mosai's. Very, very close call there. This is not the only stream I'm doing. We are seeing that, the L coming out. Oh, you're distracting me, woman. Oh, man. Everyone on the internet is man, by the way. There will be a turret dive going down. Quantic securing that kill from the back. Didn't really need to, but he was there if needed at all. Yes, tonight I will be doing another game. It will be VGR versus Chiefs. Right now this is Exile 5 Eclipse. Combination of Luna and Solar against Boosted. All of these teams EPS qualifiers. A lot of fun. A lot of fun going on against these guys. The OS NZ scene getting pretty big. Jack Attack sitting at that turret, not even caring. He's taking a lot of turret damage. He's got the Ignite down. Is he going to be able to get another flip off, or has he got the poison to deal with him? I don't know, but the oh, it is going to be a Dragon Strike, nearly taking Jack Attack down. What is he doing here? He doesn't have any range. If another Dragon Strike went out on him, it would have killed him. So he's going to have to back out of there, but I'm pretty sure Jarvan might go seeking. Might go looking for revenge here. But yeah, directed camera. Didn't think top was exciting enough and felt like going in mid. Putting out that Demacian standard, trying to get sight. Didn't have quite enough mana to do a Demacian standard into a Dragon Strike. So couldn't try and pick off Jack Attack even if he wanted to. Could have gotten sight there. But probably couldn't have gotten off-peak damage that he needed to. A little bit out of range. And of course, if he got close to that poison, he was dead. Surprisingly, Jarvan going to be picking up a Vamp Scepter in the top lane. That is where his sustain is going to come from. First mate, they're going to go. Oh no, Jack Attack. No, he didn't have sight of that at all. Didn't know that Jarvan was going anywhere, but he will sight this, and he probably will go for the flip. Yeah, he's going to go for it. Flipping him towards his turret. Good guy, Jack Attack. Going to be a friendly little flip as it's going here. Rod of H is nearly coming out from Mosai. It's already 50 minutes. We do see him engaged in the jungle. There's Quantic getting all of the damage pushed onto him as Shaco cannot take a hit. King Zerk is down next. He did use that intervention on Slater, I believe. So that was down a 1-for-1 engage in the jungle. But it looks like Jack Attack is going to turn it into a 1-for-2. Slater does have all of that. What was that? What was that random tornado thingy? I believe it was the ultimate coming out from Xin without an animation. That was pretty scary. I was confused. Let me see. Yeah, it was. It was the Crescent Suite coming out without an animation. Just at this giant whirlwind, and it just went nuts. That was kind of weird. Yeah, Jack 3DS still has more CS. That's what you get with the Singed. Seriously? Versus first mate on Jarvan? You really think that's a contest? I'm sorry, poison. That is all. That is all. A Locket of the Iron Solari already purchased on Slater. That is getting to become a very common item starting out on Zins. Very, very useful getting out that AoE protection. What else does it give you? In fact, it does give a lot of health, decent amount of armor, some cooldown reduction to pull out that Audacious Charge whenever you need it. It means you can probably initiate with Audacious Charge. You don't have to save it all the time, but it has got a decent cooldown. Just take a look at that just in case. Yeah, it is 8.1 seconds cooldown, but it does recharge when you auto attack, I believe. So it gets back pretty quickly. And there's Heartseeker Strike. Why, thank you. Thank you, directed camera. I needed to know that. And apparently mid is exciting now. But yeah, there was that dragon down twice, I believe, for Exile now. Gold gap to 6k ahead. Boosted still they're still in the running here. But they've had a difficult time, especially with the strange little combo they put together. But it definitely was fun. The Straggler now picking up that turret. Going to be enough. And King Zerk forced to take out that intervention. That was interesting. Apparently the Blitz Grab didn't hit Kale. Intervention does not block Blitz Grabs, Do correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. That's a black shield you're looking at there, or a turret, or indeed a friendly champion. That's what you need to block Britless grabs. You just tell people to go in front of you. Sacrifice. There it is. It's going to be that the brutalizer now on Neko. Yeah, he missed. It did look. Yeah, it did look like he missed. But I don't believe it does hit off. I do believe it does. Yeah, it wasn't. I was right. So Jack Attack going to be trying to get that chase away going. He hasn't got his ghost to pop out, but he will be getting away anyway with that ultimate, with that insanity potion. He's got the move speed that he needs. I'm pretty sure Slater had the audacious charge ready. Didn't want to go up against Mosaic though. Very dangerous, getting close range against a Swain. And there's another dragon down to exile, widening that gold gap nearly 10k now. Only 1k away from that 10k gold gap. Could be pretty insane. Again, if you guys aren't too riled by this game, or even if you are, next game is going to be VGR. Oh! Perfect whirling death going out from the straggler. Double hits managed to grab Neko the cat, and that is going to be a kill. But yeah, next game is going to be VGR versus Chiefs. If they're able to get their players ready. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to though. They may have issues with that. They said they were ready, but somebody may not be available. Where am I going with this? There's a lot of pushing going on from Exile 5. Not a single turret taken by Boosted just yet. They will be looking to grab one of those. Moonlight in a very dangerous position. Quantic maybe one-hitting though. Down goes the Nevermove. A flash jumps out from Sona protecting him. And Kingzerg putting down the intervention. It's not going to save him from that though. Good grab from Blitz onto Slater, but it will put him into a difficult position. And a 1-for-1 goes out just there. Pretty nuts amount of damage being pulled out from both sides, but a lot more poke and consistent damage output from Exile. Considering that 10k gold gap, they now have far more of an advantage. Even if they both pull off perfectly coordinated team fights, it still will be far in Exile 5's favor. Will we see a Baron coming into this game and may change the tides? I wouldn't think so though. 10k gold gap with a Bloodthirster on Draven. And he can almost do whatever he wants. Down goes Neko the cat looking for that ultimate onto the straggler. Does jump on him as well and nearly picking up the kill on Moonlight, but he will be taken down just quick enough. Very close there. Sub 200 health sitting on Moonlight, just regenning past it now. But Neko the cat, that Mantheon jump, doing so well. Right into that age. Or into, gotta get used to these, gotta get used to the Aegis of Sionia. See, I know it's Aegis. I know it's Aegis something, but he's got two Aegises. It's not fun. Aegis of Protection, Aegis of Sionia, and let's hope he just doesn't pick up an Aegis. Apparently a GG is going out, and I think it may be a surrender. It is a surrender. Exile 5, Eclipse going to be taking away the game versus Boosted. A little bit of trolley picking going on Boosted side. They did have quite a tanky team, but it's very sad we didn't see the game go on until the time where they could have team fought. That's the word. But yeah, it is going to be Boosted losing that game to Exile 5. Eclipse coming into this daily shoutcast. I'm glad to be back, guys. It was a lot of fun. We will be moving on to the next game. I'll just put you on with a little bit of wait music, and then I'll talk a little bit about what will I be talking about? I will be talking about the semi-pro league. So stay tuned for that. If you guys are living in Auckland and haven't got anything to do this weekend, even if you do have stuff to do, cancel that crap. Because we've got the semi-pro league on, and I'll let you all on in the information right after this break, and then we'll move on to the next game. It will be VGR versus Chiefs, if indeed Chiefs manage to find that sub. So just a moment, guys. Be right back.